Ever seen a car chase so wild it feels straight out of an action movie? Buckle up, because this is the ultimate mashup of heart-stopping police dashcam moments. From jaw-dropping speed to insane maneuvers, it's chaos, thrills, and pure adrenaline. Ready to ride the edge of your seat? Let's get started. November 18th, 2022, in the usually calm city of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, took a wild twist around midday. A call came in at 12:20 p.m. about a suspicious vehicle idling at the roadside. The caller provided a license plate number, and when officers ran it, bingo, the car was flagged as stolen. The driver, not exactly ready to turn himself in. Instead, he floored it, leading officers on an intense chase that veered off the beaten path, literally. He drove through fields, kicking up dust, skidding across dirt paths, and making it clear he had no plans to make this easy. After returning to the main road, the driver attempted to put some distance between himself and the cops, but made a surprising second attempt at off-roading. This time, his passenger had enough. They jumped out mid-chase, deciding that police custody was safer than riding with someone so reckless. The police detained the passenger, who tried to play it cool, claiming they were just getting the mail. Surprisingly, the story checked out, but the stolen vehicle's context didn't add up. The driver sped toward a local high school parking lot, forcing officers to call off the chase due to safety risks. However, the passenger identified the driver and warned officers of a gun in the car. Authorities later issued a nationwide warrant for the driver, ensuring he'd be sent back to Wisconsin no matter where he ran.
We're traveling through a field, south end of town. Passengers got the door open. Get out here. Tell me I'll take passenger if they bail. Get him in cuffs.
Stay on the ground. Do not move. All right, I'm going to cuff you. Stay right there. Do not move, okay? All right.
I don't have anything to do with it, man.
All right, I believe it. Do me a favor, just don't move.
All
right, bud. We're going to search you, okay?
Yeah.
What's in your wallet?
No,
I see the syringes right there. What is
yeah,
that?
that's it. I have...
And I'll catch up with 5-4.
5-4, we're going back out onto F. We're going through the farm right now. 541, I said. 156, we get on a pit or no? What up? Affirm. 10-4.
Another 46 waiting on a tone helmet.
Go with 91. Go with him, he's by himself. Freeze him at half, just be anywhere else.
Can you check the area?
91 subject, this is Bernie, so take a start rubbing that vehicle. 5-4 south. We're turning Nickel Drive right now at the elementary school. Looks like we're headed back onto W, potentially. Nope, we're headed back south on W. I'm going to try and set up spikes on the north of the OC. We're going through the high school parking lot right now. 5 more. We're through the parking lot of the high school right now.
On March 30th, 2022, Arkansas Trooper Blaine Middlecoff was cruising along I-55 when his rear radar picked up a black sedan flying toward him at 90 miles per hour in a 75 miles per hour zone. Without hesitation, Middlecoff pulled to the side to let the speeder pass before flipping on his lights and sirens. The driver initially tried to play it cool, but once he realized the game was up, he hit the gas. The chase was on and the sedan rocketed down the highway, weaving dangerously between massive 18-wheelers and pushing speeds well over 100 miles per hour. Trooper Middlecoff, however, played it smart. Instead of escalating the danger, he relied on his knowledge of the long, straight Arkansas highways. He knew the suspect would eventually make a mistake. Sure enough, the sedan took a sharp right onto an exit, and Middlecoff closed the gap. When the car finally stopped, officers found more than just a reckless driver. Inside were a handgun, marijuana, and a digital scale with drug residue. As if that wasn't enough, the driver tried to justify the chase with an absurd excuse. Running from you was fun. Not so fun when it ended with a trip to jail and a long list of charges. October 5th, 2024 in Fostoria, Ohio, brought a cinematic twist to a police chase. For a week, police had been tracking a suspect, and finally, at 6 p.m., an officer spotted the stolen car in a quiet neighborhood. What followed was nothing short of a Hollywood script. The suspect floored it, eventually veering off the road and plowing straight through a cornfield at full speed. The cornfield provided temporary cover, but real life isn't as forgiving as the movies. The car struggled to maintain speed through the dense field, and the suspect eventually abandoned the vehicle. The female passenger, Shelby Dearly, was left behind and quickly arrested. She claimed not to know the driver, but officers weren't convinced. Meanwhile, the driver, 43-year-old Matthew Aldrich, managed to escape on foot. He was caught 37 miles away in Seneca County on unrelated charges. When officers linked him to the stolen car, his attempt at a dramatic getaway became another page in his criminal history. Matthew learned that real-life cornfield escapes don't always have a blockbuster ending.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! No!
Well, 90 miles per hour. Alright, northbound Evergreen, going through 96. Northbound Evergreen, 96. Alright, looks like he's gonna try to jump on the ditch on 96. Here's the turn. Pearson, did you see where he went? I missed it. I'm gonna go with. Sit in the lock the door. Service driver, thing again, Bill.
Roll out the window! The window! Put your hands on your head and walk backwards towards us. Walk backwards in that car. You have another good start to me, We're sitting in this car right here, bud.
Keep them out. Keep them out.
Keep them out? All right.
EMS is going to come look at them anyways.
Yep.
In Indian River County, Florida, December 7th, 2021 brought chaos to the fairways of the Grand Harbor Golf Course. Joanne Harvey, a 61-year-old with a history of drug abuse, turned a quiet day into a heart-pounding pursuit. After refusing to pull over for officers, she sped through the streets, blowing through red lights and narrowly avoiding collisions. The chase reached its peak when she barreled through the gates of the Grand Harbor Golf Course. The serene greens became a racetrack as Harvey tore through the course. Officers were cautious, prioritizing public safety, but eventually cornered her. Upon arrest, Harvey admitted she was under the influence of substances. Facing charges of fleeing, aggravated assault, and DUI, Harvey struck a plea deal in 2023, landing her 6 months in jail and 2 years of probation. Her license suspended indefinitely. On August 7th, 2021, a 16-year-old suspect turned Florida's Leon County highways into a high-speed danger zone. Fleeing from the scene of an armed robbery in a stolen Toyota Corolla, the teen led police on a heart-stopping chase. Officers quickly realized the suspect was armed and dangerous. The pursuit escalated until officers executed a precision immobilization technique, Pi-T maneuver, spinning the car out of control and bringing it to a stop. The revelation of the driver's age shocked officers. Despite his youth, the teen faced adult-level charges, including fleeing, reckless driving, and armed robbery. It was a harsh lesson in how serious the consequences of crime can be. April 21st, 2014, saw LAPD in pursuit of a narcotic suspect tearing through the congested streets of Los Angeles. The chase showcased the dangers of high-speed pursuits in urban areas, with the suspect weaving through traffic at reckless speeds. Officers attempted a PIT maneuver, partially spinning the car into a street sign, but the suspect recovered and sped into a cul-de-sac in Downey. With nowhere to go, a standoff ensued, ending with the suspect's surrender. This case highlighted the challenges of urban pursuits and the precision required to prevent harm to bystanders. On December 9th, 2022, in Fairfield Bay, Arkansas, Trooper Robert Nance spotted a four-wheeler tearing up the highway. What began as a routine stop turned into a wild chase. The ATV veered off the road, turning the chase into an off-road battle. The suspect, familiar with the area's trails, vanished into the woods, leaving behind a trail of damaged lawns and a frustrated officer. The suspect remains at large, with his daring escape becoming the stuff of local legend. Meanwhile, Trooper Nance was left to repair his squad car and wonder about the mysterious ATV outlaw still roaming the woods.
Oh, man, just took off on me.
At this point, our suspect must have had a moment of brilliance. He realized he was on a four-wheeler and decided to turn this into an off-roading showdown with Trooper Nice.
We're off-road.
March 6, 2021 was not DeAnthony's lucky day, or maybe it was, depending on how you look at it. Driving his black Dodge Charger, he wasn't exactly laying low. Earlier that day, the Charger had already been involved in multiple high-speed chases. Catching the attention of law enforcement, by 1:18 p.m., GSP Officer Ennis spotted the Charger tearing through residential streets. And you can guess what happened next. Lights on, sirens blaring, and the chase was on. DeAnthony floored it, dodging squad cars and weaving through neighborhoods. Officer Ennis struggled to keep up thanks to those pesky speed bumps slowing him down. But DeAnthony wasn't getting off that easy. A police helicopter joined the chase, keeping an eagle eye on him from above. He eventually tried to outsmart everyone by parking in a side street and casually walking away, thinking he could just blend in. Bold move, but his bright white shoes gave him away instantly. Officers quickly moved in and arrested him. DeAnthony ended up in Fulton County Jail, facing charges for reckless driving, fleeing, and excessive speed. Why he ran, nobody knows for sure. Was there something illegal in the car? That remains a mystery. But one thing is clear, escaping a helicopter isn't happening anytime soon.
1080 with that Charger.
Dashcam Avenue, eastbound. Running down. I'm at Washington Park. We lost him in the orbit. He's close to the building there. There's a...
Now, by December 2nd, 2021, Leland Randolph should have known the drill. With 24 prior convictions under his belt, burglary, firearm possession, you name it, you'd think he'd steer clear of trouble. But nope, the 25th time proved to be his downfall. For days, law enforcement agencies in Lufkin, Texas had been gathering evidence against Leland. When they secured 3 fresh warrants and moved in to arrest him, he did what any career felon might do: he ran. A chase began through Angelina County, and it was short but intense. The climax? A crash. From the trailing officer's dashcam, you can see how quickly everything went south, literally. But even after the crash, Leland wasn't ready to give up. Unfortunately for him, officers were faster. He was arrested and hit with a laundry list of charges, including unauthorized vehicle use, felony firearm possession, and controlled substance possession. And it didn't stop there. Leland wasn't riding solo. 2 women, January Powers and Alice Horton, were also involved. Police caught them helping Leland load stolen goods into a pickup truck at a storage facility. Powers was arrested on the spot, while Horton tried to run but didn't get far. Inside the storage unit, officers found the mother lode: ammo magazines, a rifle, a stash of bullets, and liquid illegal substances. If Leland thought his 25th brush with the law would be his big break, he was sorely mistaken. It looks like he's finally out of get-out-of-jail-free cards. And there you have it, chases straight out of an action movie, complete with wild escapes, unbelievable excuses, and some pretty questionable decision-making. From off-road madness to high-speed highway drama, these moments prove that real life can be just as thrilling as the big screen. Which story had your jaw dropping the most? Drop a comment and let us know. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon, because you won't want to miss more adrenaline-fueled action coming your way. Oh, and don't go anywhere. The next video on the screen will blow your mind. Seriously, you don't want to miss it. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and stay on the edge of your seat.